Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is a show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. It is, Wednesday already, halfway through the week. Thank you, Jesus. Another beautiful day, another day that we have woken up above ground versus below. Yes, we are here. It is 9 a.m. I hope everyone is having a wonderful morning. Let's see. We need to also say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of this conversation, our journey, and the community. Today's going to be a beautiful day. It's hot down here in Mississippi and in Memphis, as well as Houston, Texas. We've got some weather brewing in the Gulf, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and start with our daily reminder to drink your 16 ounces of water as soon as you wake up. Take your morning medication, take your vitamins, and get you a delicious breakfast because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And I'm going to turn it over to Miss Morningstar for our morning affirmations to get us up and running. Good morning, Miss Morningstar. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Hump Day. To my radio listeners, happy Hump Day. Y'all halfway there. It is Wednesday, and I hope everybody is preparing for the upcoming 48 hours. I'm doing well. I'm going to get into some affirmations. Today is Mental Health Day. Lord, do we all need some mental health relief? It has been an agonizing week, for me at least, getting back into the swing of things at work and just life. Life is life. Yeah. So I thought a good affirmation would be about protecting your peace and spiritual protection affirmations. Because even if you are not a religious person, in most cases, people are spiritual people. So we can talk about things that can protect you, ways you can try to protect yourself during, hard times, during hard situations, things you just can't put your head quite to, right? So protecting your peace is an active practice of setting boundaries, prioritizing your mental health, and refusing to let external chaos dictate your internal state. The right affirmations will ground you in the present, helping you release control over things you cannot control. Learning to protect yourself, learning to protect ourselves from all the negativity, toxic people, typical situations, and various energy drains is one of the best things that we can do for the sake of our mental health and our physical self-care. So I have to read through today. And first we're going to start with one is a spiritual protection for affirmations. You can start by saying things like this. I am divinely protected and guided at all times. The universe is compromised. I'm saying it wrong. The universe is in my favor and always has my back. I trust in the divine plan for my life and know that everything is working out for my highest good. I am surrounded by positive and loving energy. I release all negative energy and invite positivity into my life. I trust in the universe to guide me towards positive experiences. My spirit is strong and resilient. I am in control of my personal energy levels. The universe is guiding me to my higher self. I accept the kindness of the universe and those that bless me with unconditional love. I am a powerhouse of strength and positivity and negative to energy, I think I read that right. Negative to bad energy. The universe is my shield, guarding me against the negativity. I feel safe and supported, rooted in the present moment, and connected to the loving energy of the universe. The next group is emotional protection affirmations. I am in control of my emotions. My emotions are valid and important. I am capable of taking care of my emotional health. I'm worthy of love and respect. I surround myself with positive people who will help me bolster my spirit. My mind and soul are filled with pure light and positivity, banishing all negative thoughts and emotions. I am a magnet for positivity and joy, releasing all negative with ease. And finally, I release worries and that drain my energy, trusting that everything is working out in my favor. So, on this mental health Wednesday, I hope this helps people get through the remainder of their week.
Sounds good to me. I know you're right. It has been a week, and mental health is needed right about now, just so we can rest assured that we're going to be okay. Let's go ahead and get into this weather really quick. Holly Springs today, you have a high of 92, a low of 73. Feels like 99 during the day, 76 at night, with an 8% chance of rain. Winds out of the south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be a cloudy day during the morning and sunshine at night. Humidity will be high all day and all evening. Memphis, Tennessee, today you have a high of 94, low of 77. Feels like 102 degrees. That's hot. With a low of 82 degrees with an 18% chance of rain. Winds out of the south-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be mostly sunny today, and humidity will be high all day and all evening. H-Town, come on through. Today we have a high of 90 degrees, a low of 79. Feels like 101 degrees. Yep, we are getting on up there with a low of 89. 24% chance of rain. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. There's going to be some stray showers throughout the day, possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. Humidity is high during the day and very high at night. And that is your weather. Get out there and enjoy it. One more day above ground versus below. That is our motto. Um, I want to say to our listeners out there that are tuning in, please follow us on all of our streaming platforms. That is Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, as well as Instagram. Subscribe, like, follow, all those good things. We are here for the community, and we do this Monday through Friday. So we enjoy your participation, and we ask that you continue to show up and support our team. All right, sis, let's go ahead and get into this news that you can use. Oh my goodness. What a day. Um, we can start with the game last night. That's something that I'd rather talk about. The Knicks and the Spurs. Mm. Well, San Antonio. That was just game one though, right? Was that game one?
That was their first win. So it was game three, but it was their first win.
Oh, game three, their first win.
And
Oh.
when you allow New York Knicks, hear me clearly. Go ahead and invite them again.
Invite them again.
When you let the devil into the room, nothing works out.
Nothing.
It is proven. I believe it's. I mean, I'm not saying this just to be funny. Like, I really believe he is bad karma.
Yeah. And there's a thing called an orange demon, also called a persimmon, and are the family of the demon clan, depicted as giants, koala-like creatures. They are large, feline-like beings with orange coloration, resembling koalas in form, but scaled up to a monstrous size. He's an orange demon, and everything he touches turns to um, I can't say it on the radio, but
Pooh.
Pooh. Everything he touches, he's every time he shows up and he goes, whatever he goes to support, it turns out foul. Invite him again from this Texas girl right here. Go ahead and invite him again. Angel said on TikTok, some fans were saging outside the arena today. I bet they were.
Baby, I know that sage was burning. They like, and they probably have holy water and oil.
That ain't gonna help you. You don't bring the demon. You know,
they gotta spray that down with bleach too.
they gotta do some exorcism. Like my mom always told me, you don't invite the devil.
Don't like Satan in the house.
You don't. And they invited Satan, and they thought they were expecting a different outcome, which is surprising to me. Because what outcome could you possibly expect when you invite the demon, the devil, into your house?
And he was so uninterested. I heard he was falling asleep. And
when doesn't he fall asleep?
I mean, in a loud arena. You know, imagine that, you know, you know, that's a strong demon that take over him. That he just fall asleep right in the middle of a loud game. You know it's loud in Madison Square Garden. You know, but that's what happens. And y'all blame the owner of the New York Knicks. That's who y'all blame.
I mean, the orange demon. I'm looking at a picture of him right now. Or you asked for this, but invite him again because I want the Spurs to win. I do. And New York, I'm sorry, you know, you guys, New York had every opportunity to stop him years ago when he was stealing and robbing from everybody he touched. But no, y'all didn't want to. So, you know, you get what you get and you don't have a fit. That's all I'm going to say about that.
You're right about that.
Good luck, San Antonio. Maybe they'll do better. Maybe the Knicks will do better as long as they keep the demon up out their house. You know, they thought that allowing him to come and support them would make a difference. And it made a difference, all right. The Spurs won. The Spurs won. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? Yeah. So that's, you know, I hardly ever talk about sports unless it's something, you know, that we're all invested in. And, you know, we all love basketball. So, oh, it's called an Oni demon. Oni. Oni. Yeah. Yeah. Anywho, maybe keep Oni out the way. I don't know. I don't know. But that's all I have as far as the Spurs. What do you have? We can go back and forth today.
So the World Cup, you guys know it's getting ready to start. All of that is getting set up and ready. They're gonna have it here in Texas. But the World Cup players and officials are being detained, barred entry into the United States. Immigration authorities say that the detentions of a Somalia referee and 2 Iraq national team members were part of a routine vetting. Yeah, part of a routine vetting. But officials and fans in their homelands want an explanation. You knew they was coming here, Frumpy. Y'all knew they was coming. But this is the games y'all play, because you got to do something ignorant. You just got to do something ignorant.
Ignorant. Every day.
How long y'all know they been coming?
How long?
These is people coming to put money in the pockets of citizens because they're gonna be buying up. I mean, vendor, and you playing these semantics. Because you know what he did yesterday? He went and did another strike on Iran and trying to use it as an excuse for him to play Battleship.
Not again.
He was mad because he got booed at.
That's what it was.
At Madison Square Garden. Oh, he got booed.
Yep.
It was a good boo too.
That's what it is. He got booed and he got upset because he was booed. And so he went and messed with Iran.
So he went and boom them. And then, you know, he got his goonies out here at the border patrol, fake ICE, you know, out here messing with folks, denying the Somali referee. He coming over here to do a job. And just picking with people. And it's just like, y'all,
Grow up.
Same old people. These people are unreal.
It really is. And I have to agree with Angel. She said they should have never let the U.S. host a World Cup. You're absolutely correct. Because at this point, we don't need to host anything. We can't get it together. We can't.
We ghetto.
Ghetto.
It is the trap house over here. We don't even want to be here.
And don't. It is ridiculous. And it's coming. The World Cup will be in Houston, and they're saying that they're projecting, several hundred, well, about 100,000 people. Where are they gonna put all these people at? And it's down literally 3 blocks from us, from our jobs. Yeah.
I said, can we work from home? This is love.
Yeah, it was discussed on our call today as well. Are we working from home because traffic is going to be insane? It really and truly is. Imagine if you've never been to Texas, just think of a parking lot, and that is how our traffic is. One car goes at a time. One car. It is horrible. Now, imagine, I'd say maybe 25,000 more cars on the road. Lord have mercy.
A hot mess.
And that's Thursday. That is in Radio World tomorrow. We aren't ready. We are not, but it's going to be very interesting to see how things play out. As long as Frumpy doesn't show up, and I doubt very seriously if he'll come to Texas. I doubt that very seriously. But yeah, the World Cup is going to be here, and we're
he might come to Texas, but not Houston.
He better go up there with Hot Wheels. Don't come down here. We are too diverse for him to come down here.
Yeah, we way too diverse here. He'll be like a walking nightmare for him.
Yeah, a nightmare for sure. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting time for the World Cup down here in Houston and all this traffic, and it's going to be a great time for people to make money. Vendors out there selling water. Hey, that's a very good idea. I mean, I'm going to just throw some ideas out there. Get you a cooler, maybe go get you a couple cases of water, sell them $5 a bottle.
They're going to buy them.
They're going to buy them because it's a long walk to the stadium. So if I were you, if you need a little extra change in your pocket, come on down here. But you got to get a vendor's license. So
that's a move, y'all.
That's a quick move. That's a quick come up, couple $1,000. But anyhow, let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. You want to bring the sisters up to talk about this?
Yeah, we can. Let me go ahead and bring everybody on up.
Yeah, bring everybody on up. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about Carmelo Anthony. Are we upset? Yes.
I could choose some words that may be similar to upset. I'm not going to say them, but I've gone through a range of emotions. Yeah.
I have too, but I have reminded myself that we live in America. Mm-hmm. And I am unfortunately not surprised.
I'm not surprised. I said it.
Because I'm not. Trayvon Martin. I mean, we can just name Aubrey. Yeah. We can name a plethora of names.
It was formed. It was formed to fail.
Yeah, it was.
And you actually have to take steps to fail, and they took those steps. The defense team failed. The prosecution barely passed because they did the minimum, but the defense. I'm more upset with them. The world is going to be the world. I don't even care about MAGA and the racist people that were.
Can I say this?
That foolishness.
Let me say this. I don't care about the defense team. I don't care if he had the best defense team. They already knew
Exactly.
what they wanted to do to this child.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to set an example because that is how evil and hateful this world is. This is how, when you cannot even consider the situation, which is both was horrible on both ends, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Traumatizing for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
including the kids involved. But the way that they came back so quick, they already knew what they wanted to do. And it did not matter if he had Johnny Cochran or any of the best attorneys in the world. They were going to make an example with this young man's life, like they do with every young black man's life that has been held in the hands of the court system. And I'm more hurt, angry, and pissed and tired and exhausted with this. I'm tired of this conversation.
Yeah, I had a little extra anxiety myself the last couple of days because I knew it was going to come back quick. I knew it wasn't going to take any time for deliberations. It reminded me of like back in the day when you would see, the trials back in the day, the jury, there was no little brown or black people in there at all. When you are the only one at that table, you already know what the outcome is going to be. Right. And so that was really sad for me, but I was just hoping, by a nail, a hair, that things would go the right way. But I already knew that poor baby was, not going to get a fair trial.
No. I mean, we're talking about America with 3 Ks.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm disgusted. Like Ms. Morningstar said, I'm tired of the same scenario playing out. Because that's what it seems like. It's just the same old scenario. And we think we take 2 steps forward and get hit back about 15. The climate of this administration is not helping this country. It's making it worse. And it was just set up. The location, the place, everything was already predestined.
It was predestined. And my thing is, what bothers me most of all of this is they have the opportunity to put in a change of venue. The defense did not do that. We are in Texas, in the same county where it happened.
I thought the judge denied it.
Did they request it?
I think they did request it and they denied it. I know they requested 2 things and he denied it. They requested he let them do another charge at the end, but it was something else I think they requested and they denied. I think it was change of venue. I could be wrong.
They were saying the judge is friends with the dad. There's a picture going around saying that I don't know if it's AI or not, but
I heard that picture was debunked. So let's just
okay. I don't know if it's AI or not,
but I don't put nothing past those folks.
They don't have to be friends. You know how they are.
I don't put nothing past. They are. I'm sorry, y'all, and I must say it. I love some white tea folks. I do, but the spirit of those people are deep, dark, and evil.
And no, there was not a request for a change of venue.
No, okay.
Deep, dark, and evil.
Deep, dark, and evil.
And they have to continue to deprogram themselves on a regular basis because it's a born spirit. It's a born spirit. And my stomach hurt. I'm sick behind it. And I knew it was going to happen, but
I did too. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
It don't take away the hurt.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't take away the hurt. It doesn't take away the fact that yet another young black man's life has been affected by the evil of this world. Right. This is not a video game. This is not a game. This young man will serve time.
Yeah, it's not a game.
BS. And let's be clear, okay? He did not have a knife. It was a track meet.
A tool.
He had a tool to unscrew the spikes and screw them back in. My kids ran track. I ran track. You buy it at Academy. It looks like it looks like a T. I think it's called a T, and you stick the spike at the end. That was his quote unquote weapon. He did not stab him with a knife. It was a tool. Now, could he have made better choices? He is a 17-year-old kid getting beat up by a kid that, number one, wasn't on the track team. Number two, should not have even been on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Should not have.
And 3 times his size, 2 to 3 times his size.
So
and
in the state of Texas, it's supposed to be stand your ground. But let's put a caveat on there. Stand your ground unless you're Black.
That's
right.
Okay?
Say it, Kitty.
Let's go to break because I can feel my blood pressure getting up, and I really don't even want to go.
It don't apply to us.
It does not. Unfortunately, it does not. In the state of Texas, it stands your ground. If you feel that if your life is in danger, you can use any means necessary to protect your life. But we just saw that a 17-year-old boy, young man, honor roll student, who wasn't doing anything besides doing what he was supposed to be doing, and this white boy who was on. Let's go to break. Let's go to break because I can feel it coming because you are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs, the Community Connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingandTrainingServices.com.
Do you relate to the phrase, "Don't let the pretty face fool you"? That's the motto behind our Pretty Gangster hoodie. I myself am not a people person, so we have a hoodie for that too. Our hoodies do the talking, so you don't have to. Want someone to read your hoodie and think, "Yep, I feel the exact same way"? Or do you want to teach someone how to pray and thank God? Then head on over to our sassy black and white hoodie collection, located in our TikTok shop, and order yours today.
Find us at SparkleKix on Etsy, TikTok, and ourplugs.com.
This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hand.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe what you wear should remind you of who you are. This is where love meets style. From our signature beautiful hoodies created to remind you to show up as your full authentic self, to our bold her shirts designed for women who know their worth and wear it proudly. Lovership Apparel is more than clothing. It's a movement. Our comfortable, confidence-boosting leggings move with you, while our statement backpacks carry your essentials and your purpose wherever life takes you. Every piece is intentionally designed to inspire self-love, confidence, and authenticity. because you deserve to wear something that speaks life into you. Whether you're stepping out, showing up, or standing firm in who you are, Lovership Apparel is made for you. Visit lovershipapparel.com and wear the reminder, be you to the fullest.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. All right, we are back. Let's get into our topic today, because if we get into anything else, I think that we are all in the same place. We are freaking over it. Like, I'm over it. Like, for real.
Exhausted.
Yep.
And I'm sure our listeners feel the same way.
Yeah, I'm quite sure. Especially in Mississippi. Mississippi is the home of the lynching. Anyway, our topic for today is breaking the silence, men's mental health matters. And I'm quite sure that this is a perfect topic for today, because I know there are plenty of men out there who are extremely frustrated at this point. So my sisters, Mrs. Jack and Counselor Nikki, are here, and let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Go ahead, ladies.
Well, to start, I just want to go from the beginning. Of course, men's mental health matters. Everybody's mental health matters, but men deal with different things in the world than women do. So for me, it starts as a child when we're teaching our children how to control our emotions. You have to teach your sons how to control their emotions so that they can grow up to be able to process the emotions and have them correctly. Stop telling your sons that don't be a crybaby. It's not okay to cry. Boys don't cry. Real men don't cry. Things like that stunt a young man's emotional growth, because you're supposed to be teaching him, okay, hey, if you fall and you hurt yourself, yes, you are supposed to cry. Don't sit in it. Don't cry all day long. When it stops hurting, stop crying. Sit down and have conversations with your sons so that they understand that it's okay to open up. It's okay to say, hey, Dad, I'm sad. Hey, Mom, I'm sad, so that they learn to process that before they get into school. Because the longer you wait to teach them how to process their emotions, the longer it's going to take them to learn. And you want them to learn from you teaching them the correct way, and not learning from society, because society will teach you how to process it too. And it'll be, it may come out, in a bad way. We've seen grown-ups, and we can tell automatically you never learned how to process your emotions. Grown men, you never learned how to process your emotions. I can tell just by talking to you, you're hesitant about opening up to relationships and things like that. So it starts as a child. Teach your child how to manage their emotions when they're small, so that they can be more vocal to you, and they will know that it's not bad to say, I'm a little boy and I'm crying, or I'm hurt and I'm upset.
Right. And it's a good example. This case is a good example of why that's important, because we, at a young age, we have to, teach our men to control their emotions, how to act in public, what to look out for. You can't do certain things that other people are doing, even though, you see everybody else doing it. You can't do these things. That's kind of traumatic, right? Right up front. Mm-hmm. You have to watch out for law enforcement. You got to watch out for this. You have to watch out for that as soon as you walk out the door. So we need to have a way to help them work through whatever happened to them, whatever emotions came up for them through that day when they get back home. The people in this case are expecting this young man to have had all this, have his emotions in check, think about all these different things while all these things were happening to him. And that's not fair for us to put on our kids' shoulders. An adult wouldn't, in that situation, would not have handled it any different.
I've been to combat. We don't handle things split decision. You have to make split decisions sometimes, Another thing with what you said was teaching them that they have to do certain things with the police. We got to teach them that they are different. Mm-hmm. They don't have the same opportunities. Yes, we got to teach our kids this, but other people don't. And you got to understand that. Like for Kitty, your grandson is at the age now where you have to, you may not want to send him to go spend the night with anybody. You may not want to send him to go where other kids may be able to go and it may hurt his feelings, but then you and his mom have to sit down and explain to him at a young age. Our children really have to grow up earlier and faster
than other kids.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. That example right there is God's honest truth. He has friends, and hey, millionaire, he has friends, and he asks, "Can I spend the night?" And no, because number one, it's nothing against your friends. I don't have anything against him having friends. Have friends. I want him to. However, I'm that grandmother who says, "You sleep in this house." Now they can come spend the night at my house, but you spending the night at their house, unless they're family, the answer is no. And some family I still say no to, just because of the things that they may have going on. I don't want my grandson around that. You have to make those decisions for your kids. It puts me in mind of, there was several stories where I've heard of a young Black man or a young Black woman, the only one, and they go and they spend the night at somebody's house and they never make it back home. Not mine.
There was a grown woman.
It was a grown woman
to a group of other grown women. She was the only Black woman, and she passed away, and they couldn't even get the story right of what happened to the lady. And then like you said, there's situations with children. You can't be the only one, and that's something we have to teach our kids too. You can't. It's not safe. So many things in this world are not safe, and you have to process those emotions, because imagine you're telling your child this and they start crying, and you gotta be able to comfort your child and understand where they're coming from, because they have to tell their little friends, no, I can't. Everybody else is going, but I can't. So that weighs on a child's mental health. Children start processing their emotions young. So having a hurt little feelings because everybody else got to go somewhere and you don't, that's a different thing you got to explain. So it's different when you're dealing with Black children.
It really truly is.
Aren't different, but they are.
They are, and you can make the exception. You can go, if it's an event, I'm coming. And my grandson knows if I'm not coming, it's either my husband, his mother, his aunties, my son. He's got plenty of aunts and uncles, somebody and cousins. Somebody's with you. That's number one. Or number two, if they're having a sleep. My thing is the sleepovers. I didn't understand why my daddy wouldn't allow us. I never spent the night at anybody's house growing up. Not one time. Never. Unless it was family.
Yeah,
but I never spent the night at a girlfriend's house, not once. And I thought my dad, oh, you're being overprotective. Now, as an adult, I understand why.
Yeah. Because when you're having these conversations too with your children, it's okay to give it some examples or some information. You're not going to give graphic information or stuff that, is over their head. They can understand stuff. There's ways to talk to them about it, but their little brains need evidence. You know what I mean? It needs some evidence to dispel whatever it is they're thinking. So, if they're thinking you're overprotective or I can't do nothing or you're mean, they need some evidence to go with whatever you're saying. Because we have to start painting this picture that for men, a new picture. You're not, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not soft because you had an emotion. We got to paint a new picture.
That's exactly what I was thinking. They were discussing, like, we have to change the narrative and show the evidence behind the narrative, because being a parent is not for the weak in the beginning. So when you're raising
in the beginning,
it's not for the weak.
Not.
It's all cute and everything.
I believe
fun to buy clothes and
all that.
And when they cheap, but when they start getting older, clothes off. So it's not for the weak, but it's about developing a mental and a stability within your child, especially for our young men, because our young ladies as well. But with our young men, we see what's happening to them in today's society and the pressures that are being placed on them. The popularity stress of being a young teenage boy and the things you have to. I hear them all the time playing outside and being judgmental of each other, and it's things like that they battle, but you have to really, really instill, the belief of, who they are and who they are becoming, You can't just leave them to believe I got to be hard all the time. No. You got to be vulnerable. You got to be a human first.
A human. There you go.
In this society, the way it is right now, and this is what I wrote down, we have to teach our young men that they are worthy because they are already looked at negatively from the time they're born. That is never going to change for a young Black man. We have to make sure they feel seen and heard and reinforce no judgment and acknowledge their feelings. And that's, getting up between young men, preteen or whatever, because if they always feel like everybody's crashing down on them and they have nobody in their corner and they don't feel worthy, and social media is telling them they're not worthy, the news is telling them, the schools are telling them, the law is telling them, everybody's telling them and making them feel unworthy, then of course that's what they're going to think. You got to reinforce that at home. So you know how they say, okay, you give your child little affirmations before they go to school. You was kind, you was sweet. You got to do that, for your children, like all the way through. You have to keep reinforcing it, and anything that you can give. I saw this thing on TikTok, and it was a young Black man and a Black woman. They were in a relationship, probably like early 20s, and it was this little thing that they had going. You know how they had their little fads and stuff, or the little viral things. And it was giving a Black boy a birthday party when they never had one. And they always say they didn't have one. And they find that one girlfriend and she just designed a room and got him all the presents, and he cries. You can see that he never had that treatment. You can see that that's what he always wanted, but he never really got that. Maybe you couldn't get it. Maybe they couldn't afford it. You never know, but pour into your children whatever you can do for them. Do that so that they know that they are worthy, because I'm pretty sure once they get to teen ages, they just start, thinking they part of the man of the house, and I got to be hard, like you said, like Ms. Morningstar said, and they don't want to show their emotions and stuff. So we got to realize they have feelings, they have hearts, and they need to be, kind of nurtured, spoiled a little bit.
Celebrated.
Yes. I think it's okay. I really do think it's okay for them to want to feel strong and be like the man.
Right.
I don't think nothing is wrong with that. I just think we have to be able to have both sides to it.
Right.
You can't just be one-sided. And you need to understand the vulnerability part as well. Being able to be vulnerable in the moment that you need to be, okay? Because you don't have to hold it in. You can let it out, because that's what humans do.
Yes.
But we expect it more
and
from
it's healthy.
It's easier for women to show all our emotions. They expect us to go through this range of emotions and go, the society don't expect men to do that. But like you said, we need to make them feel like it's okay. Have your little moment. Go get pampered or go do something,
Right. And I think this Morningstar, you hit the nail on the head. You have to, there has to be both. You have to have a nice balance of both. And you have to know when it's safe to be vulnerable, because it's not always safe.
It's not. And most importantly, we as the women in our young men's lives, we have to, in my opinion, let them know that this is a safe space. You're at home. Well, I have my son's in his 30s now, early 30s, and he's the baby of the bunch. And, I need him. I had to tell him, you can let your guard down. Home is mama's home. This is where you can be as vulnerable as you want. I birthed you. I'm never going to judge you. I would appreciate you showing me that side of you, so I know that you're okay. Because think about it. If you're walking through this earth and you are holding in all the anger and the frustration, and imagine that every single day, and you don't have an outlet, you need to be able to breathe and at peace. And he's new in his relationship, so I don't think he's at the point yet where he's letting that guard down, but eventually he'll be there. And I hope that his spouse will give him that reassurance to let him know that, yes, God bless you, Nikki, that you are
thank you,
okay. You're in a safe space where you can let your guard down.
Right.
one of the most important things to me as a mom, a wife, a grandmother, is knowing and seeing when my husband and my father were at a point where they felt safe enough to shed a tear. You know, and my daddy was born in 42. So back then, you know, you got to be a man. But when my dad lost a loved one, I finally seen him shed a tear. And I had gone my entire life without, and I had to ask my mom, does daddy ever cry? And she was like, yeah, he's vulnerable with me. So we as spouses and girlfriends, we have to give them that safe space as well as they give it back to us. You know,
we have to make that space feel safe.
Hello,
because
there we go.
Men react. They are more reactive than we are.
Yeah.
Trust is really big with men. When you show them a negative reaction to them finally opening up to you, that might be the last time they ever open up to you. You have to make your home conducive to, and this relationship conducive to me opening up, because it's easier said than done. I can tell you, but then when I do open up to you and you might giggle at something and I'm crying, you react wrong, that is going to reject a man.
That is you're downplaying his emotions.
Right.
You know, and nowadays our men are really and truly we are all going through it with the man with the black hands and that leprosy on his neck. He done convinced these demons out here. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know how I get. But anyway, let me pull myself back. Our men and women out here, we're in a very vulnerable state right now because our emotions are heightened because we're upset once again, but we're upset, but we knew it was going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate it, but I knew it.
But who gets looked at the worst for reacting upset?
Men, black men. Hold on. I angry black woman is
well, that
my mind.
They expect us to be emotional, but they're going to give us more of a benefit of a doubt than a black man that just crash out.
Yeah.
We're still women. We're still emotional, supposed to be emotional. So they're still going to look at us like that. But as a man, and like you said, if he's always held everything in and then he finally crashes out, that could be an array of things that was bothering him, and that outlet was whatever sparked, all the emotions.
We have to think about as family and friends, we have to think about what message we are sending. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just say stuff, or society tells us to say these things or act this way towards men. And sometimes we just kind of do it and we don't know we're doing it. So we have to be mindful and think about, what message am I sending? Am I sending one of support and this is a safe space? Or am I sending one of, you can't protect me because you're crying?
Yeah.
Right.
We have to watch that. Realistically speaking, well, a lot of the times, and I'm guilty in life, you say things that you just don't know is harmful or hurtful to your spouse, to your friends, to anybody who means something to you in your life. You can say things that just is harmful. So you just really gotta be cautious of that, including myself. We all do.
Absolutely.
I never want to. One thing I don't never want to do is sit up and give people the impression who's listening out here, or give people, the impression that I'm just the perfect spouse.
Girl.
Yeah, what?
Because this mouth over here.
Well, y'all know.
I can
tell you, look, we can go back and we can swap stories all day.
We can talk about that all day.
But then my husband gonna want to chime in. He gonna want to call in.
And then I'm gonna disconnect the call.
Let me tell y'all what it really is.
What I'm trying to tell you, mine was on the phone. Mine was in the room yesterday. I was talking to Nikki on the phone.
Not your husband in the chat giving you a 100%, Miss Morningstar. Brother,
I ain't gonna even hide it. I ain't gonna hold him.
But I'm glad but you have to look at the dynamic though, because one thing your husband knows, if he can fall apart, he can fall apart in front of you.
Yes.
You're not going to make him feel bad about it.
I'm going to hold it down for him.
Right.
No matter, because if somebody hurt him, baby, they unleash the beast.
Well, we don't want that to happen because Miss Moore started seeing you in action, my doggone self. So let me just
pretty bad. So we don't want that.
Yeah. Let's take a quick commercial break because Miss Morningstar, look, you are talking the truth though. You know, none of us are perfect.
No,
definitely.
We Capricorns.
We are Capricorns, and that should say it all. That we are Capricorns.
That's right.
I'm a Gemini, so I'm sure I'm sure people know I ain't perfect.
We in your season.
Okay.
Yes.
You are my double sister, my twin, the twin for real over here. The twin. Am I going the right way?
No. Anyway, you are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break. Y'all stay tuned.
What's up, everybody? Scott Cologne, District Attorney and candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Mississippi. I had a great time talking about my campaign with the crew at the Community Connection morning radio show. I'm running because Mississippi matters. Our families are paying more for less, and our rural hospitals are under serious threat. I spent my career fighting for my community, and I'll bring that same fight to Washington. Folks in the Holly Springs area and the worldwide should check out our convo and visit cologneforsenate.com because Mississippi matters.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mara Keller, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and candidate for Congress in Georgia's 3rd District. Now, I'm running because too many decisions in Washington are being made without listening to the people that they affect, whether it's public safety, veterans care, education, or protecting our constitutional rights. These aren't partisan issues. If you believe our government should work for everyday Americans and not special interests, I invite you to stand with us. Your donations help keep this grassroots campaign people-powered. Every donation fuels our voter outreach, ads, and our shared fight for a better Georgia. Visit marakeller.com to donate today. Let's finally serve the people who send us to Washington. And a huge thanks to DJ Kitty Cat 50 for the energy and the spotlight. Let's keep pushing.
Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Meeks. I'm a wife, a mom, and a soldier for life. And I'm running for the 19th Judicial District Circuit Court Clerk for Montgomery and Robertson County in Tennessee. I am so grateful for Our Plug LLC for giving me an opportunity to share my platform and explain why I'm running for office. Early voting is July 17th through August 1st with the final day of voting on August 6, 2026. I'm an independent candidate and I appreciate your support.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingAndTrainingServices.com.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, a community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. Today we are talking about breaking the silence. Men's mental health matters. Here with our sisters, Mrs. Jack and Counselor Nikki. You guys, let's get into it. We had a brief intermission and a little funny because we had to admit none of us are perfect. None of us. And our husbands would attest to all of that. And Miss Morningstar's husband did just that. Anyway.
You gotta build that. You have to build that, right?
Yes.
Because even when you first get married and when you're dating, you're still learning that person, right? So that's what's going to let that man gauge a lot of things before you actually get married. Before he feels comfortable enough to propose to you, he's gonna know if you're a safe space, if you've made him feel, negative or embarrassed or anything like that. So they doing a little interview before they propose. So just understand that. One thing you have to do, and we suggest this to our young men and on up in age, is to make sure you build a good support group. Hang around the right people that you trust and that aren't negative. Because once you leave the house or once you go to work or get away from your spouse or away from school, you're going to be hanging out with people. And you want that group to be able to correct you when you're wrong, give you good advice when you need it, kind of steer you the right way. You need a fellow man that you can say, hey, man, look, can I talk to you real quick? This is how I've been feeling. And that man, that friend of yours should be like, go, give it to me. What else? I'll give you some advice. He should not be a person that's going to judge you harder than the outside world. That's supposed to be a trusted friend. So make sure you guys are building a really good support group, and it's somebody that's not negative, because negativity builds more negativity. If you're hanging around a crowd that's always trying to get you to do something wrong, you may need to rethink those people.
Please rethink that. Yes. Go ahead, Nikki.
Or even, think about people who you're around. If you're going to church, is there somebody at church, a deacon, a pastor, somebody that you feel comfortable talking to when you need to talk to somebody? Is there somebody at the gym that you can talk to that maybe somebody older that you can talk to? Is there somebody at the barber shop that while you're getting your hair cut, you can talk to them? So it doesn't have to be your immediate friend group, but in your life, who are you surrounding yourself with?
Mm-hmm. Can I give a little caveat, a suggestion to people who are listening? Your friends who are your grade school friends, your middle school friends, and your high school friends, you might just outgrow them. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to stay within that same because you're comfortable there. It's some people that you will outgrow. They might be stuck in that same bubble of, man, I woke up and I ain't gonna do nothing today but roll up or something. It's people like that ain't gonna do nothing. But you gonna go to work, you gonna do something different. That is when you know it's time for you to evolve. There you go. And look for new friends or new associates. They don't have to be friends necessarily, but people who can match your levels. Because it's just some people you outgrow. And you keep it moving. You look at them, you love them from a distance, but you be like, I can't.
Exactly. Because you may feel like because you grew up with them that you owe them some type of loyalty, or you owe them, I need to hang out with them. No, sir, because I can't pay my bills hanging on the corner with you. You got somebody you live with that pay all your bills.
If you don't get up and wash your
If you don't what?
Get up and wash your tail and get out of the house and go get a job or do something.
You've been in them clothes for 3 days. I can't afford to do all that. Yes, she is absolutely right. You are allowed to have different types of friend groups, and if they don't, if one friend group is jealous of another friend group, tell them to grow up. You get to pick and choose who you want to hang around. If they are not conducive to your life, then hey, just tell them, have a conversation. We just gonna have to separate, because it's hard. It sounds easy to say unless you're just blunt and bold like some of us. You're not gonna be like, look, I just can't hang out with you no more. And it is what it is. Some people don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but absolutely, you have no.
You can set boundaries. You can set boundaries with people. You have a certain group for certain things, right? You might have to go over to his grandma's house and see him because you want to see his grandma real quick, check in, make sure they're good because you grew up with them. But then you going on about your business with somebody else. Right. So these pictures are killing. They're hilarious.
If y'all not on YouTube, please check out our YouTube at ourplugsllc, because DJ Kitty got the memes for you. Okay, go read the story, and y'all gonna be cracking up. Okay, as you enjoy it. So go check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, if their socks look like they're gonna get up and walk off on their own, then you might want to, reassess that friendship.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate, because we've talked about most of the age groups, and we haven't really hit on how to actually help someone that may be going through mental health issues, right? Because this world is so hard on men, Black men specifically. They may not have an outlet. They may not feel comfortable talking to people and the friend groups that we suggest. So don't hesitate to reach out to mental health therapists. That is a sign of strength, not weakness. Our community has this no. We look down on therapy, which is wild, and we really have to change that as well. But I suggest going to therapy, because if not, just to talk to a different voice, but to talk to somebody neutral. Therapy is a neutral thing. They're not there to judge you. If you find one that is judging you, then find another one. But please go out and speak to somebody that can help you. You don't know some of the demons that you may have. You may not know some of your issues. So somebody that is trained can bring those things out of you and make you realize, yes, I do have an issue with that. I didn't realize it until you said it the way you said it. I didn't know I had all of this repressed trauma that I was storing up from when I fell off the house when I was a teenager or was talking, things like that. So please feel free. Check your insurance. Some insurance does cover mental health, which I think is probably one of the best things that insurance covers. Is some therapy. Yes, seek therapy. I'll leave it at that. My last one is identify your unhealthy coping mechanisms. Recognize and avoid unhealthy coping ways of dealing with stress, which are excessive alcohol, substance use, violence, physical violence, any way that you deal with the stress that you don't get to vent or don't get to express or have conversations with people about. Some people self-medicate. Their drink of choice is what calms them down. Instead of, processing your emotions and going to talk to somebody, you start self-medicating, but that's just putting a veil over the issue. That's not fixing the issue.
And some other signs that somebody may be struggling: increased irritability or anger, withdrawing from loved ones, changes in sleep or appetite, loss of interest in hobbies, difficulty concentrating, feeling hopeless or overwhelmed. And for men, some of the most common mental health diagnoses are depression, anxiety, stress and burnout, trauma and PTSD, substance misuse, and grief and loss.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I encourage everybody, I don't care what gender you are, please go get therapy. It's really important. I may joke and all that, but going to go and speak with someone who you don't sleep with or who's not in your household, it makes a difference just to be able to open up and share without any type of judgment, just someone who will listen to you. It makes a huge difference. So everybody needs a listening ear.
Absolutely. And I see P. Barrows, I see your comment. We can talk about anything. Men do not feel comfortable enough to talk. They were taught to not have any human feelings. And for those that weren't, people, that's the narrative we trying to change. We want to put the message out, because yes, there are a lot that are just as you stated. You are absolutely correct. A lot of them were taught not to express themselves. You a man. I hate to hear women tell little boys
be
quit all that crying. Shut up. You a man. You a boy.
No.
You ain't no
I'm
punk.
5.
I don't like that. That's, to me, like, I want to punch her in the throat when I hear a woman talking to her kids like that, because you don't do that to no little boy. You don't start him at 3 and 4 years old, making him feel like he cannot cry or he can't feel pain. Like, I will karate chop you. So
the violence
it makes them have to try to grow.
I mean, that's just Ms. Morningstar thought.
Metaphorically speaking.
I don't like to see people mistreat children. I'm very big on that. So,
but like she said, it makes you feel like you got to grow up faster. Like, the child is not a boy. You're a man. You telling a kid he's a man. He's not. He's a baby.
Let him be
You're
a
the
baby.
one supposed to teach him how to process his emotions.
Yes, you are, Breezy. I'm sorry. Preezy and our brother Preezy in the comments talking about he ain't crying in front of nobody. He just cried yesterday. I don't know what he's talking
yesterday. I don't know why you even on here talking. You were just crying yesterday. Please.
You were crying yesterday? What was you crying?
Tears.
Oh, Preezy.
You crying for the Miss Preezy too, huh?
He called us on three-way. And it was me and Miss Morningstar. We was listening to you crying yesterday.
And see, you guys created a space where he felt comfortable.
That's it.
Right.
That was his safe space. See there?
Yes.
See there.
That's what sisters do. We create safe spaces for our brothers to cry, and it's okay. You know.
You can cry, Preezy. You can cry.
But I got one last tip. It says, as men, Preezy, that's you included, make sure you are prioritizing self-care and doing things that you enjoy.
Yes.
Go not bungee jumping. We don't do that. Go do some type of fun activity. Go four-wheeling. Yeah, they do that. Go do something fun. Go get your feet done, your toes, because baby, my husband went with me to get our feet done. Go do something. Let's get you a massage. Do something. Go to one of those.
Massage is nice.
Yes.
Go massage. Yes. You need self-care. I cried because I gave Morningstar Miss Jack gifts yesterday.
Thank you, sir. Look, I looked at TikTok. I said that was $11.
Anyhow, keep going, Miss Jack, because
self-care. Do things that you enjoy. Sometimes as a family man, you may want to do what the wife wants to do or what the kids want to do, but make sure you put your little option in there too so they can do what you want to do. Because what you don't want to do is make them feel like they got to make everybody else happy and you get left out. You are important as well, so make sure you choose you sometimes and do something that's fun. Go paint, what they call it, paint sip. Paint and sip.
Well, I don't know. Well, he might like painting and sip. I don't know. But go fishing, go do whatever it is that you do. And Father's Day is coming up, so I really want our brothers to understand that we see you and we love you. Even Preezy, you know, even Preezy, we see you and we love you, and we want you to know that you are appreciated 1,000%.
Most of the time, unless you come out talking crazy, but you know, you need people like that in your life. With men, I think you need to have one person in your life that is 100% blunt and honest. They can only be honest with you. And that is the person you bounce everything off of, because those yes men or those yes women, or especially if you a man that may have some substance to yourself and you have people that flock to you, you may have people that just want to be in your aura. They just want to be around you, but they don't want to give you the honest truth.
Melbo says she don't have anyone left. Yes, you do. You got Preezy.
You got us,
you got
the family.
Preezy. You got some men in here that follow you around. She said, I mean, parents. I know. But you got us, sis. We your family.
We are family, and we get through these things together, you know.
Exactly. Oh, she means
now Melba know good and well that she's a part of the family. I don't know why she's saying
she know she come and eat the season food. Okay?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, she meant her parents. Okay.
Yeah, when I was talking about Father's Day, and I get it, you know, and I want our brothers to know that we love and respect every last one of you. Even, I'm going to put it like this. We love and respect every last one of you except Black people. We don't fool with you.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Because if you ain't a black cracker hat.
Okay. Because for you, we disrespectful. We real disrespectful for them.
Yeah.
And that is on little baby Jesus. Why? One thing you need to understand as a Black man is you need to have all the support you can out here in these streets. So if you talking to a man and he start talking about he's a little iffy, he trying to see everybody outside, but the people that look like him, please remove him from your circle because he
That
is
is dangerous. That is dangerous. That will, so
these
you
people are
just go on
absolutely
away from that. Get on away from
dangerous.
that.
They are really dangerous to other Black men, and we joke about it, but at the same time, look at the people we have. Look at Byron Donalds, Tim Scott, Cameron, the one that did all that stuff about
what we call them, Miss Jack.
We call them albino raccoons in training.
What's the name of the group? The group, Coon.
Oh, we call them Coon in the Gang. Yes.
Coon in the gang. They got a whole group. Y'all
they got a group.
We got to get them some clubs and everything because they are a group.
They the most dangerous group. So please pick who you hang around very seriously. Also, men account for nearly 80% of self-unaliving.
Yes.
And they're far less likely to seek professional treatment than women. So when we talk about how hard it is on men in this world, listen to how society says about men. Oh, you're the man of the house. You're supposed to provide for your family. You're supposed to do this. And when a man feels like he can't do those things, he looks like he's a failure. He feels like he's a failure.
I really wish they stopped putting that type of
pressure. Me too.
Yeah.
But stop putting that type of pressure on a man, especially in this society that we live in. We most of us all know, and 100%, it takes 2 household incomes, basically, to sometimes just make it.
And a roommate.
Okay. we need to rent out the room. Okay.
Right now.
The time we live in just to buy groceries. So stop acting like you got to put the weight of the world on your man because he a man. No, he's still a man.
He's still a person.
He's still a human
person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And men got to be careful.
Everybody else. Go ahead.
Men got to be careful of putting that on themselves as well, because that's what leads to that depression and that unaliving is because, I lost my job and I can't, pay the bills for my family anymore. I'm less than a man. I had a medical issue, and now I can't pay the bills. It's always what I can't do that the world expects me to do.
Right.
And it's a lot of pressure. That's a lot.
Yeah. It's a whole lot.
And then think about there's some barriers to why people don't get help. There's fear of judgment, embarrassment, the cultural expectations we were just talking about, financial or access to barriers, and lack of awareness about the resources. And so I need men to start challenging those thoughts that are associated with that. Those, don't judge yourself. Give yourself some break. You deserve to not have to carry all that all the time. Put it down. It's okay.
And can I just say this too? That's why I know we all get the news breaks. Have you guys noticed so many news breaks where you see men just unaliving their family?
Yes.
It's been happening. Like I want to say it's like an everyday thing now.
Yes.
It's popping up on the news breaks that somebody snapped, and it's either they just maybe they lost their job or maybe they just lost hope. I don't know what it is, but we really gotta like tear into this situation with mental health and push this narrative. I think we need to have these type of conversations like more regular because it's pushing the narrative out there. I've seen it's to the point where I don't even want to open up my news feed when I see that.
Me either. Oh my God.
It's too much.
It is so much that it's overwhelming.
It is.
I see it, and if once you start looking at it and your algorithm will just start sending it all to you. And after a while, you have to just kind of like disconnect. This past month, the month of May and some of June, I haven't been on my social medias because I need a break. My mental, and if I'm feeling like this, imagine working and you have to pay all the bills. You've got kids. Everyone's looking at you to be the breadwinner, and sales are down because the man with the black hands and messed up everything. Or, you're having to take a second job and it's a lot going on. And we as a society, we have got to give all of us some grace, not just men. All of us need some grace right about now. That orange demon then stepped in, and everything he touches turns to copper. And right now, we are dealing with it. We are dealing with the hardest part of life when our economy, our healthcare society is up in arms right now, and it's up and it's stuck at this point. So we have got to give each other some grace. We've got to.
Also, one thing we got to remember, because we have this high self-unaliving rate, after the fact, it's too late. So if you see somebody that's struggling, don't wait until something happens. It's, I could have helped them. If he'd have told me he needed help with bills, somebody needs help. Offer it. There's nothing you can do after the fact. So, just don't, you don't have to tell everybody, because a lot of times embarrassment will stop somebody from doing something that they really know they need to do. Asking people for help and you make them feel helpless is crazy. So help whoever you can. If you see somebody struggling, just try to help them. Hey, man, I know you've been going through it. Do you need anything? Order them some groceries. And they're going to take them in the house. You know, what you going to do? Not eat them. You know what I'm saying? But
exactly. And you don't have to tell everybody. Just do it.
Exactly.
You know,
I've had people, you guys, I mean, I know you probably experienced this too. You in a line to get some fast food or breakfast or whatever, and you behind somebody, and then when you pull up, they like, oh, your order
has already been paid. Yeah.
And I've had that happen to me and my husband a few times, and we was like, somebody just paid it forward to us. I mean, what a blessing to be able to do for people. So sometimes you just do that for a person behind, if you can.
If you can.
Yeah.
Especially if it's your own family member, because why would you let your own family member? Now, I know we got issues where you may have burnt your bridge and you don't never pay no money back. But if it's not something like that and you can afford to help a family member, help them.
You said you'll never pay nobody back.
You might be that
never
last.
Pay
I gave you 17 chances.
You ain't gonna keep getting.
You ain't never pay nobody back. Hold on a second, Miss.
I'm saying not that one. Not that one.
You
That
ain't
one is
never
the one
paid
that
nobody
burnt.
back.
She said,
Why you ain't never paid nobody back?
Ooh, that
You
picture.
know somebody's situation. You know somebody's situation before you give it to them. So my mama always said, don't give people more than you can afford to lose. You know that person's situation. You know they can't pay you back.
Baby.
They borrowing it from you. They ain't got it.
When I get paid, I'm gonna see you back this 25, all right?
Right.
All right.
Payday done came and went 17 times.
You ain't heard from them until you get paid again.
You run up on them.
All right. Well, we are at the end of the show. This was a much needed conversation. All I can say is I appreciate us taking the time to talk about our brothers out there. And when I say brothers, I mean the men in our lives. They need recognition. Today has been a tough day. We've got some news that we didn't want to hear, but we live in America with the 3 Ks, and I'm gonna keep saying that.
Special K. I call them Special K.
I ain't nothing special about them demons. Ain't nothing special.
Years.
Anyway, what'd you say, Miss Morningstar?
It just popped up in my news feed. 35 years they gave him.
Oh my God.
Appeal.
Oh my God.
Please.
Let's go ahead. Any last word, Miss Jack and Counselor Nikki? 35 years.
Be safe out here for the men, y'all. Watch your surroundings. If you don't have to go nowhere and be around people, don't do it. Just hang around with the people you trust. That's all right.
If you are feeling hopeless, you feel like you have nothing left to give, you can't make ends meet, call or text 988, go to the nearest hospital, get some help. Asking for help is strength. And we need to make sure that we are teaching that in the community now versus, don't tell nobody what's happening in the house. We need to change the narrative.
Thank you, ladies. We appreciate you for taking the time out and talking to us today about men's mental health. Miss Morningstar, can you go ahead and take us home?
Yes. Everybody, go out and have a beautiful day. It's Hump Day, so we are almost to the weekend. Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. We respect you guys. We will see you back tomorrow at 9 a.m. for Political Tea with the Real Duce and DJ. So y'all make sure y'all come back. Tune in. Thank you, WKRA, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We'll see y'all on the other side. We out. As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.